Okay, welcome back. Now this is our asynchronous assignment 1.5 and it's a continuation of 1.4. If you haven't done 1.4, go back and do that. After completing 1.4, you should have got your answers looking something like this. And noticing it wasn't actually that much work because these two triangles, the 30, 60, 90, these two triangles are the same. But here, now once we've got this work, right, I want you to look at something, sine and cosine for each of the angles. Looking, for instance, at 30 degrees. The sine we know is opposite over hypotenuse. And so you could notice dividing by 1, the sine of 30 degrees would be a half divided by 1, which is just a half. I want you to notice what happens when you type that into your calculator. That's no coincidence, and you maybe even recognize some of these numbers. Sine of 30 is a half. And in fact, over here, we can also see like cosine of 60 is always a half, because this hypotenuse of 1 is a pretty special hypotenuse. So first, find sine and cosine for each of these three angles. All right, this might start to look a little bit familiar, but what I've done is I've taken our 30, 60, 90 triangle with a hypotenuse of 1, and I have put it onto the graph. And I have this graph here where it's a circle with a radius of 1. And that's right, it is the unit circle. It's called a unit circle because the radius for the whole circle is a unit of 1. We can also think about that though as a triangle with a hypotenuse of 1, like the ones we saw last week. As a reminder here, we already knew the sides of this triangle. This side here was half, this base was root 3 over 2. And now when we start to talk about the coordinates of the point on the circle, the coordinates of the point on the circle, this is the x coordinate, and this is the y coordinate, of course. So these coordinates right here would be root 3 over 2 and a half. So here's your task. I want to know the coordinates also for if I transpose the 45-degree triangle onto the unit circle, and if I put the 60-degree triangle onto the unit circle. You may have built a unit circle before, but we're going to have a unit circle that is steeped in our understanding of trigonometry and special right triangles. Again, your assignment today is to get the coordinates for the pink triangle and the purple triangle on the unit circle. That's it. Submit a picture of your work and answer some of the questions below.